Hello, and welcome to Dating with a Purpose and a Plan. Basically, I can give you options, but you still have to make the choice. We're going to talk about some ideas that I have, and you either have the option to choose to follow them, or adapt them, or put them into your plan, or just listen and see from a man's point of view. But the story, or at least the title of this one, is Why Your Past Matters and How to Overcome It. Past, we're talking about one night stands, uh, parents, marital tendencies, issues, history, financial difficulties, physical abuse of men, uh, past boyfriends, what are they, bad boys, thugs, rich men, etc. Kids can also change your behavior, and but they don't necessarily change a woman, or you as a woman, because you can still have the same mindset even though you're a mom. You just have more of a obstacle in a way as far as your kid. And not saying the kid is an obstacle, but you have more. You have a responsibility that prevents you from doing what you want to do. That said, everybody has a past, everybody has issues, and sometimes we have unresolved issues that we don't even know about. But in a relationship, that is actually part of the growing and building process. And as a married person, the marriage would normally help you become, or help us become better people, because we're not just living life for ourselves, we're living life with somebody else, which means we gotta learn how to compromise and come up with plans of action for certain situations to survive in life. The next step in that is even have kids, because having kids should actually help you or help us become better people as well. Because now you go from having a person you gotta to basically compromise with to live life and survive and navigate. Now you have somebody you got to teach how to live life and navigate and survive. So your responsibility increases a whole lot more, and it pulls more of that nurturing or responsibility out of you, and it also for the man you want to be with, because he has to be there as well and be able to provide that insight to you and to the kids as well, and your part to help him, because you as a wife are going to be able to help that man to become a better man. The biggest issues men have with a woman's past is if her past looks the same as her present. So if if you're doing the same, still having one night stands now. Yeah, it happened in your past, but you're still doing it now. That's an issue. If you have an STD, that's an issue, or it can be an issue depending on what it is. And that's going to affect your relationship, your love life, and stuff like that. So those are things that happened in the past, but they're actually still present now or currently. If you have an abusive stalker ex-boyfriend, that's going to affect, that relationship was in the past, but because he's still trying to pursue you, that's going to be an issue that the husband potentially is going to have to deal with, and he's got to make that choice of whether or not he wants to deal with that, because that can be dangerous for both him and for you. And I want you to think about this. You as a woman, you have more options to cover up your past than a good man does. And I specifically say a good man because a good man is going to be honest. He's going to be honest with you about the things that he's strong with. If you ask him certain questions, and his weaknesses, he might not necessarily tell you them. At least at the beginning of the relationship. But those are things that you might find out later. But hopefully, if he's the type of guy that goes out and sleeps around, he would tell you that before you get married and give you the option to not be in a relationship with him. But things that I think a lot of women do. Forgive me for saying this, but it seems like a lot of women will not withhold the truth about certain things. Sometimes you can move, and then you have makeup that you can wear, and that makeup can cover up bruises, scarring, and other issues in life that you may have, whereas men don't necessarily have that grace. Now, bad boys, Pookies, Chaz. To me, the real reason why bad boys, Pookies, Chaz, Ray Rays, whatever you want to call them, don't care about a woman's past is because he has no plans for a monogamous future with the woman he's usually with. He wants to get what he wants. He's there for as long as he can be there or wants to be there. And then he'll just move on to someone new. And so the more he knows about you, the more likely he can catch feelings for you. And he is not going to let that happen. So the biggest thing that can help a woman overcome her past is learning from it and not repeating it. That said, if you repeat your past bad decisions, you didn't learn from them, that's going to be an issue. Which means that you didn't grow from that situation. And that person that can't grow from a bad situation is always going to be doomed to fail. This dating series is designed to help with dating as well as give you tools to better help your ability to maintain a good relationship, as perfect relationships don't exist.